Today doing something I haven't done in a long time. Go out. That's what. Yeah, it's been a while. I guess I owe it to myself and to my viewers as well. And again, coming into Glenarm, you know, a mom and pa locality. I know it's deja vu, but I gotta start somewhere. Oh, some road work going on. Your former station, former crossing, long obliterated. But also, making this trip because there are things I'd like to check out. But here at the circle, we continue north. I hate these things. I feel like a NASCAR driver going in circles. But they get paid for it. Here we go. Around we go. Where we end up, I think I know. As per usual, approaching US 1 and about to pick it up northbound. As per usual. Yep, bypassing Bel Air, you got it. And apparently a semi-busy US 1. Well, traffic just thinned out, that's good. But then again, it really is pleasant out there right now. Temps around 90, but at least not too terribly humid. As you can tell, not very hazy out there today. Hey, rather pleasant. Yeah, check out some spots haven't seen in a while. Why not? See what's new. Having fun on US 1, I guess. As often as I come this way, I right now should be owning some US 1 stock. I have to get myself some. And of course, our usual crossing of Conowingo. Damn. And here it's all the same. Nothing different here. A beautiful day at Conowingo Dam. Now crossing a creek that gave the rail line its name. And up ahead, the original US 1 bears off to the right, and I'm going to bear with it. The current highway goes that direction. But here's the original route, which I've taken over before in previous day odysseys. And again, arriving in rising sun. And once again, we're stopped by, you guessed it, the Octoraro Secondary. Hey, you're a good guesser. Hard to believe once kept going through that woods in the distance. In the opposite direction, which I guess would be northeast. At one time, the line ran through a cut, but the cut's been long filled in. But there was a cut through there, and the main highway passed over the line over a bridge. Now all gone. And also, somebody messed up the switch. When we last visited here, that was still intact with the track. Now it's all messed up. And who would destroy history? Any guesses? Now moving on to whatever lies ahead. In fact, in place up here, the secondary used to cross from left to right on its way southwest. I think I just passed it. But y'all seen it before. I've shown it to you. So I'll keep going. And now we're descending into Port Deposit. Once again. By the way, this part of the original route from Baltimore to Philadelphia. Of course, heading south now towards Baltimore. But I brought you this way too, in a day odyssey, going the other way. A little busy place today. A tourist trap on Sundays. A lot of cars parked all the way up the top of the hill. Yep, here we are. And now back on our usual route through town. Route 222. Sounds like a 70s sitcom, doesn't it? Oh, I'm going too slow. Uh-oh. Can I get cited for that? Holding people up? Nobody behind me anyway. Just found a cool place to check out. Right down here by the good old Susquehanna. As I said, great day out here. Very low humidity today. Hardly any at all. I guess they're rescuing turtles here. Or something of that nature. Get it? Something of that nature. And this cool old building that finally got restored. Don't know what it was though. But right here in front of me in the concrete are a couple of rails. A short section of track. But don't know what its purpose would have been or what it's doing there in the first place. Up here, up on the hill, is the Columbian Port Deposit line. It could have come off of there back at one time, but it's on a lower level, a bit lower, so I don't know where it would have come off of, to the north or to the south. A section of track there, purpose and origin unknown. And of course, in the distance, all the Susquehanna bridges. My educated guess is that this line came off the CMPD from the southeast end way down there. Of course, that's stuff on the right of way. A kid's play area. But I bet that's what had happened. A siding would have come off the line from down there and then come up here. Because if one looks behind me, there are some industrial buildings there that the line could have once served, once upon a time. Of course, the time is long gone. But there you have it. Your bullfrog's educated guess. But, as I said, time to save the turtles. Yep, save those turtles. Wonder what those two are doing. I don't want to guess. Yep, we came to the right place. Ecology. Ain't heard that word in a while. And now we're ascending out of the Susquehanna Valley. But now descending back into the valley. And again, our C&PD line right there. Double track at this point. Now in a place called Frenchtown. You're right, not much to it. I'm about to pass beneath CSX. Yeah, I rode that line myself a couple of times. Pretty cool ride. Up until the mid-1940s, the C&PD line ran along here, where this road now is, believe it or not. Well, the bridge is US 40, if you'd like to know. But at one time, this is all one big railroad yard here, but now you'd never know that. And the track ran right here. And to the right someplace, there was a roundhouse at one time. Now it's all apartments and condos, and all kinds of other homes as well. Yep, rows of stuff that looks all the same. Like that song by the Monkees, Pleasant Valley Sunday. Here it is 50 years later, and that song is still correct. Yep, the Monkees got it right. Old US 40 facing east. The C&PD would have once crossed from along there and gone to the right this way and passed beneath those bridges. Yep. Now it's a road going somewhere, but at one time it was a railroad. And of course, by now, all y'all should know where we are. Here. He gave a toot.
Yeah, perfect timing.
I was going to film that first for the where we are now thing, but the train came up to me too quick. Had to get that first. Trains first, sorry. And they went that way, north. And downtown Perryville. They're not pulling out of it. Very quaint place. But interesting story back at the station though. Recently, in the ladies' bathroom at the station, somebody found needles from IV drug use. And they gotta call the cops and report it. IV drug use in Perryville of all places. Who'd have thunk it? Even way out here, away from the city, about 40, 50 miles out, still. The Boulder Road kept going that way. Where's on the route? We'll go to the 4-lane highway. The contemporary US 40. And now on the contemporary US 40, the road folks used before the coming of Interstate 95. This road now can never handle the traffic if 95 was never built. Be bumper to bumper, believe me. Look at the cloud line up there, pretty cool. The shadow, the way it is. We're about to ride out of it though. we just did. We're now approaching Red Toad Road. As I used to say back in the 90s, if you don't have a red toad, get one. I used to have one. I don't have one anymore either myself. I need to get one. But here we're departing 40 in favor of 279. And now passing through Elkton. One more time. Our next stop will be Newark, Delaware. New commuter station just got built. And your Bullfrog will check it out. Now entering Delaware. There's your proof. Road construction. Hope they get it right. And now arriving at the brand new commuter station. Still being constructed apparently. Thought they'd be done by now, but apparently not. We'll check things out. Maybe get a run by or two. Lots of handicap spaces. Thank you. Oh, these are charging stations. Hey, I got ripped off. I guess a lot of folks have electric cars. And again, our station there, still being worked on. And now by Newark Station, with folks on the platform. I guess there's going to be something southbound coming along to pick those folks up from that direction.
Attention please all passengers. Outbound trains and inbound trains are subject to delays of up to 15 minutes. This is only an approximate time. Please remain on the platform and listen for further announcements.
I will do that. But I think I see something coming southbound from out of the north. Well, how about that? But going too fast to be stopping. It isn't. I think you forgot something. You forgot to pick those folks up. Something northbound. And finally, here comes our southbound train. Let's see if this one stops. Or strands those folks. Coming a bit slower than usual, so maybe it will stop. They gotta begin braking from that distance. Just hope for those folks over there, that's their train. Will there be some mighty disappointed folks?
Attention please all passengers. Outbound trains and inbound trains are subject to delays of up to 15 minutes. This is only an approximate time. Please remain on the platform and listen for further announcements.
I've been listening.
Attention please all passengers. Outbound trains and inbound trains are subject to delays of up to 15 minutes. This is only an approximate time. Please remain on the platform and listen for further announcements.
Yep. When you hear the bell dinging, like an ice cream truck, you know it's going to stop. Glad my brakes don't sound like that. What everybody's been waiting for. Okay, time to go. Just heard the door slam shut. Okay, take off. Or lift off, whatever they say in a train's case. Yeah, I'll take an ice cream. But it's a hot day, it might melt on me. There it goes. It might make a stop in Aberdeen, Maryland, before going on to Baltimore. That's southbound probably, and it's run in DC or something like that. Okay, the train's gone. And so are we. Lots of new stuff around here that wasn't here on my last visit. Guess I'll head back to Maryland and see what else I can do, whatever time I have. And up here, we cross back into Maryland. There's our sign welcoming us. Big deal, we live here. Gonna pick up I-95 for a bit, save some time. Picking it up as far as US 222. Apparently, the road's being worked on. As you can tell by that rumble, we have groovy pavement. Groovy pavement. This is our version of I-5 in California. What do you think? All that traffic you see makes you feel at home if you're from there. Glad to make you feel at home. Even on Sundays, we slow down. We've actually picked up some speed. How about that? Let's hope it lasts. At least as far as US 222. And more road work going on. Well, the road opened in 1963. I guess it could use some work. Now approaching my exit. with a bit more traffic. More construction, Sunday drivers. I got no idea. But exit stage right. Who used to say that? And now back on the contemporary US 40, heading back to our side of the Susquehanna. We're about to cross the Susquehanna on a bridge that bikes are allowed on now. They might be allowed, but I'm too scared to ride over this bridge. The lane's too narrow, and up ahead the fence on the right ends, and I might get pushed into the river, inadvertently. I'm okay until I get to right here at the fence's end. Now on a bike I'd be scared. Those trees you see there are part of Garrett Island. This bridge crosses the island, but you can only get there by boat. And now, about to make landfall, so to speak. And once again, arriving in Aberdeen, a place I spent a lot of my childhood. Yep, the diner where we used to eat, once owned by my uncle. Yep, up here I had some rich relatives. The rich Karrases lived here. I'm the poor Karras. I'm from Baltimore. And now arriving in Edgewood. Been coming through here my entire life. That I recall when it was much more peaceful here and much emptier as well. Now it's wall-to-wall commerce, either side of the road. Well, progress. Yep, seen a lot of changes through here in my 65 years of coming this way. But again, pit stop time. Good time I'm making a video, see if I get a freebie. But again, thanks to time lapse, back on the road. And again, I got a bunch of freebies just for telling them I'm making a video. And I love doing these videos. I get free food as a result. Decent. Just saved $5. My fries and my drink were totally free. Honest. Yep. Doing this has its advantages. But I guess to make it easy on myself, I'll leapfrog over to I-95. Get back on that road. And just did. We're going one exit though. And the one exit, I'm only going as far as. Yep, time to get back home. Time to get back where we came from. Wait a minute, didn't somebody recently say something like that? Never mind. And now back on surface streets. Although, as I keep saying, I thought all streets had surfaces of some kind, where you couldn't drive on them. But today it took you almost 138 miles. That's 138. Just for you. Better get back into the hood. Traffic's picking up and driving erratically. Another one of those no signal Sundays. Oh, got one over there. That's a surprise. Somebody's actually signaling. Alright, hang a left and back to the hood. And now back in the hood. Around 7:30 p.m. Had a nice 138-mile trip, didn't we? I didn't think I'd be going that far, but I did. Just had to get out for a bit. Our next door neighbors might have pit bulls, but the gentleman there had a 38-year-old son who just got murdered or shot or something. So despite this pit bulls, we gave those folks our condolences. Hey, when it's time for your bullfrog to be friendly, your bullfrog will be friendly, despite anything else. But oh well, once again, thank you for the privilege of your time and riding along, ostensibly or whatever. And once again, hope to see you again very soon. Thanks for your support.